This is Haute Living and Haute Time at Basel World. We're with Steve Holtzman, the founder of a very, very exotic, very, very exclusive and luxurious watch company. Steven, why don't you tell us a little about the company name, the brand, and a little about the company itself?
Well, Maitres Du Temps was a brand that was started in 2007, and the concept with the brand was to work with master watchmakers. Maitres Du Temps in English is Masters of Time, and with each project we put together a complication with different well-known watchmakers. The concept with the brand, by mixing two watchmakers, three watchmakers together, was to create something different that either of the watchmakers on their own would not do. To start, our first project was with Chapter 1, and the idea with the chapters was to write a page in watchmaking history. So each chapter, Chapter 1, which I can show you over here, you will see the rolling bar has a day and a moon phase.
And this is a very powerful tourbillon right here.
Yeah, the tourbillon was a project with Daniel Roth, with Peter Speake Marin, and with Christophe Claret. Christophe had developed the tourbillon. It's got a double retrograde date and GMT. You'll see the GMT here and the date here. A minute counter and a moon phase.
It's a beautiful piece right here. I mean, this is a masterpiece. I was told this is about $490,000.
Yeah, the price is just under $500,000. It was designed with the intent of really being something very limited, very exclusive. We make 11 of each watch. And this kind of watch is something that someone who has many boats and many planes or runs a country would actually wear.
Excellent. And then what about this watch to the right here?
The same. It's the Chapter 1 Tonneau shape. And here you can get a little better idea of how the moon indicator
on the
looks.
top.
But it's the original watch we developed in the Tonneau, but again, you'll see the same look with the rolling bar at the top and the rolling bar on the bottom. It's a different way to provide an indicator. Most people, when they make a watch, they make a watch that's flat. Mm-hmm. But this watch is really completely curved, so it fits your wrist, and at the top and bottom you have the rollers.
And this is the same piece, but it's just in gold?
Same watch in rose gold with a black dial, so you get a little bit of an idea of the contrast between rose and white.
And what's the price point of this piece? This is
the same. They're all just under $500,000. As we move over here, you see the beginning of Chapter 2, which was the watch that I had worn. But Chapter 2 has the same look, but it's got maybe a little more daily use with a month, a big date, and a day. It's a triple calendar. It's the one watch that tells you everything you need to know for that day.
And it's more affordable, so more people could wear this piece, correct?
Yeah. Price is mid-80s, mm-hmm. So it's something that more people can afford to buy.
They're pretty much, you have one with diamonds too. How many of these did you make of diamonds, or is this just a special piece?
Yeah, we did a novelty for the Basel Fair, which was our diamond collection, and we've set about 15 watches for the fair, and I anticipate we will, without a doubt, we will see these in the market in the next month.
Let's go the Chapter 2 round, and then you could show the Chapter 3 also. Yeah, I like the Chapter 2 round zone.
Yeah, with Chapter 2 in the round,
which is kind of different because you've never had a round face, correct?
Yep, it's our maybe a sport watch because it's titanium. It's very lightweight. Big difference between this and a...
Yeah, wow.
And the idea was to mix titanium and gold and come up with something that was wearable. Some of the things you'll notice about this watch, on the back of the watch, we have our gold rotor, which has our motto, which is Masters in Their Craft, a lifelong pursuit of excellence. It's always indicated somewhere in our watch. You see the two pushers on the sides, the month and the day indicator. They're labeled. They're actually in the shape of a paddle, like a paddle pusher. So this allows you to do a quick set on the front.
And what are these price points of these watches?
Price points are $69,000, so this becomes our entry-level watch. This is our Chapter 3. It was the first time for Maitres Du Temps to have its own caliber. It was a watch that was created by Claret, where he designed the movement from scratch. The movement, the complication is entirely ours. So unlike many watch companies that work off of other brands' movements, this is our own in-house caliber. Here you'll see a date, a small second hand, and a moon phase. So looks pretty simple, classic, fits nicely on the wrist. The size is 42 millimeters, so it's a good size and has a strong profile. But the interesting part of this watch is it's got a secret, and the secret is the GMT. When you press the button, the dial drops and opens.
Oh, wow.
So you actually see the GMT indicator here on the bottom,
yep,
and a day-night indicator on the top. The watch, I'll advance the indicator so you can see the day-night a little better, but here you can see that the sun is coming up, so it's indicating it's 5 in the morning. And you'll notice when I move it, the GMT changes to 6.
Yeah, look at that.
On the back, you'll notice there are 2 rollers on the bottom.
Yep.
And they slide on a pivot into place. They're really kind of special. Yeah, the idea with the watch was when you travel, you don't always need a GMT. And when you're traveling, it's nice to know what the time zone is at home. So when you want to know the second time zone, you simply press, the dial opens up, and the second time zone appears.
Oh, wow.
So it's really a pretty useful complication on demand, and it's something that you can share if you wish to share it with someone. So it's really it's something we're very proud of. It's called Chapter 3 Reveal, and by having all the functions that are necessary on top and then the GMT hidden underneath, we're pretty excited about it.
And what's the price point of this piece?
This will be in the mid-80s, so it'll be very similar to Chapter 2. We'll be releasing this in the 4th quarter of this year, so you'll see this in the market pretty soon.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's the last day and you're still very busy, so that must be very good to see that at least.
Thank you.
Thank you.